Overwatch is celebrating its 10th year anniversary as of yesterday, and the event has been very disappointing for a lot of people, myself included. So for celebrating 10 years of Overwatch, that's a big milestone, that's a big deal. Not many games get to 10 years, especially live service. What do we get? Surely we're gonna get a lot of loot boxes, we're gonna get some legendary loot boxes, epic loot boxes, some exclusive skins, maybe mythic prisms. We get recolors of the original 21 heroes, the launch heroes, but they're using their Overwatch 2 outfits. Okay, at least these recolors, surely they look good. Nope, they're half white, half purple, looking like Two-Face had full creative control over the skin designs. Like, I understand what they were going for, but this could have been a perfect opportunity to give everybody the recolor, not just the original launch heroes. We're celebrating 10 years of Overwatch, not launch Overwatch. That way characters that don't really get that many skins have a new skin that you can wear. Even if it's just a recolor, it is still a new skin. Well, at least we could earn anniversary loot boxes. Surely there's some good stuff in here. Maybe this is where the mythic prisms are. Maybe we could get all the anniversary items. Nope, this is how you get all the recolors. This is how you get exclusive calling cards, emblems, weapon charms. You look through this loot pool, at least in my opinion, and the opinions of a lot of people I see online, nobody really wants any of this stuff. This stuff is not really that appealing. There's some cards that look cool that I want, like the Fika ones, the Olari ones, but am I really gonna grind out all this, all the 15 loot boxes in order to get it? Oh, and we can get an epic and a legendary loot box if we complete community milestones, which those 2 loot boxes might be worth more than the 15 anniversary loot boxes. In addition to that, we get Overwatch Classic back as a limited time mode, and that's pretty much it for the celebration. Oh, and we get 2 titles. Basically, to celebrate 10 years of Overwatch, everything is tied into 15 anniversary loot boxes that you could earn, and inside those loot boxes is a less than desirable recolor of 21 original Overwatch heroes, new weapon charms, new calling cards, and new emblems. That's how Blizzard is celebrating 10 years of Overwatch, along with the return of Overwatch Classic, which just revisits old patches so you can play the game as it was during launch and during 2020, I believe, are the 2 patches they're going for this time around. And I guess if you want to count the community-made skins that are in the item shop being the Maid Ramatra, Fitness, Vendetta, and Firefighter Wu Yang, which I believe those are all from Overwatch China. This event just feels very lackluster even compared to other events in Overwatch 2. We're celebrating the 10th year anniversary of Overwatch, and the event just feels half-assed. You got more rewards during the Luca event when you got 77 loot boxes. That was something worth grinding for, because at least in loot boxes, they're guaranteed legendaries at a certain point. Then there's the comparison of how Overwatch is being celebrated in China, where they're giving away 10 free mythic skins via login rewards. And when you compare the two, it just feels very disheartening to see players in China get 10 free mythics while we just get mediocre recolors. And I kind of understand why Overwatch is being treated like that in China, right? I feel like that celebration is perfectly fine. Overwatch was down for, I believe, 2.5 years in China where it was completely unplayable, and now they're catching up with the rest of the globe. They're also owned by NetEase over there, not Blizzard. So NetEase is getting all the mythic skins, everything that was made in Overwatch 2, practically for free. Like, there was no effort on their end to create this stuff, so giving it away isn't really that big of a deal because they put no effort into it. Where if you look at skins and cosmetics that are exclusive to Overwatch China, it's a very predatory system, way more predatory than anything we've had in Overwatch so far. It's close to how Apex events work, where some skins are selling on the secondary market for $250 because of how predatory the microtransactions are over there. To celebrate 10 years of Overwatch, I feel like they could have easily given out 100 mythic prisms, right? Enough for a mythic skin and some recolors. Hell, I'd be fine with 80 just to fully unlock 1 mythic skin with no recolors. I feel like that should have been like the minimum, just to celebrate the players keeping this game alive for as long as it did, because there has been quite a bit of times in Overwatch's lifespan where it felt like this game was going to die. They could have also put just chase skins inside of anniversary loot boxes. Maybe we have 2 or 3 completely new, unique skins that are legendary that are only available inside the anniversary loot boxes, so you're only able to get them during this time period, and it's something different than just the standard purple-white recolor that we've been getting. And I truly believe the recolor should have been applied to every single hero in Overwatch. We're celebrating 10 years of Overwatch, not launch Overwatch. And I really believe we should be getting more legendary and epic loot boxes. Talon versus Overwatch event, we got a ton of loot boxes, legendaries and epics, and we're taking such a step back, celebrating a much bigger deal of 10 years of Overwatch. Cosmetics aside, in-game events, we're really not seeing anything. We had Overwatch Classic back, that's it. You know what would have been a big deal? If we got archive missions back, if we got much more LTMs that are no longer available, like Junkenstein, or maybe even hide and seek. Playtest for a new hero would have been a nice surprise. surprised as well. And even outside the Overwatch game, we haven't seen any new announcements or anything. Their socials are just celebrating 10 years, but a teaser would be nice. Now, I wouldn't expect something like them announcing an Overwatch series. I feel like that's something that they're going to do at BlizzCon, and maybe BlizzCon is what's handicapping a lot of what they want to announce right now. Imagine at the end of one of their social media posts, at the end of the celebration trailer, there was just a laugh in the background of an older woman, and then you see the silhouette of Mama Hong. That would be absolutely crazy. But I feel like they wouldn't even do a reveal like that for the 10th year anniversary of Overwatch, and they would just save that for BlizzCon, which is a true shame. And I understand the rest of the year is already mapped out. We know we're getting the rest of the year, but still, if we got a little peek into the future, into what 2027 holds for Overwatch, that'd be pretty cool, even if it's just some minor teaser. Or they could even just drop the hero trailer or some kind of hero teaser for the next hero that comes out with season 3. Even outside of anniversary related things, it would have been nice if we got 2 heroes added to Stadium during the mid-season, or maybe they surprise dropped us another mythic skin or another mythic weapon. There's so much they could have done, there's so much potential, and they just really dropped the ball. And it's a true shame because Overwatch is in the public spotlight again. You need to keep it there. You cannot afford this negative publicity in your comeback year. It's just a shame seeing how poorly treated the 10th anniversary was. You look at the skins of the 10th anniversary and then you go over to the shop. The shop is where all the desirable skins are. The Diablo collab, the Bunny collab, that Domina skin is amazing, even though they got rid of her beauty mark. And the community skins. Hell, they could have even just given us a shop token where you could use a token to buy one item in the shop. I feel like that's not too much to ask for. But we're just left with this half-assed event, which just leaves a sour taste in your mouth, seeing as other events have gotten treated better than the 10th year anniversary, the celebration. It felt like this was going to be a big deal, and the in-game event just says otherwise. But hey, at least we got our Anna mythic that we could get, which isn't controversial at all, and it's only her second mythic skin while other characters are completely left in the dust. And we got Fortnite x Overwatch announced, which I wouldn't be surprised if they put more effort into the Overwatch characters than Blizzard did to the event inside of Overwatch itself. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on the Overwatch 10th year anniversary. Were you guys let down by it? Is this what you expected? Were you hoping for more? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.